Hi folks, and welcome to today's video, back pain hacks you haven't tried yet. Now before we get into this, don't forget, if you're enjoying the content I bring to you on a weekly basis, hit that subscribe button, okay? I want to help keep creating content to help you guys at home with your lower back problems, so please help me help you, alrighty? So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay folks, so today I'm going to go over some really simple, easy tips, at-home remedies if you are suffering from lower back pain. Now, up to 80% of us will experience some form of low back pain during our lives. It is a very debilitating issue. It does result in a lot of time lost off work. So knowing how to handle it when it does occur is going to be very useful. Now typically, within 2 to 4 weeks it will resolve itself, okay? But if you do have pain which is extending past 4, 5, 6 weeks, I would recommend you go and see your doctor, okay? But what are some things you can do? Okay, well, you woke up in the morning, okay, you've been gardening the previous day, you were playing some pretty high, activity, sport, whatever it was, did something bending, twisting, and you felt something maybe go in your lower back. What's one of the first things you can do when you've got that injury? Well, one of the first things you want to do is ice the area, okay? You want to put an ice pack for the first 48 hours anyway, use ice on that lower back or upper back region, wherever it was you had the little issue, on there, okay? That's going to help to reduce the swelling, okay, numb the nerves a little bit, give you some pain relief. Now, if you don't have an ice pack, you can use, pack of frozen vegetables, frozen peas, frozen corn. They all work just the same way. Now, don't forget though, you want to put something between the ice pack and your skin. You can often get them into these little kind of Velcro packs you put them into, and you can strap it on. If you don't have one of those, get a tea towel, okay, something like that, and place it in there and place it here so it's not on the skin directly, because you'll want to avoid freezer burn. You'll want to keep it on there for 15 to 20 minutes, take it off, keep it off for 15 minutes, reapply another one, okay, 15, 20 minutes, take it off, 15, reapply again. So you can do it 3 times over and do that little series 3 times in the day. Do that for the first 2 days, 48 hours, okay? Then you want to switch out to using a heat pack, all right? So they've found in the research that typically ice works very well, ice therapy for the first 48 hours, then you want to switch out to a heat pack. So tip number 1 is ice therapy. Now, number 2, would you believe it, is staying active. Now, you may think that you should be lying on the couch, lying on the bed, flat out, right? It's the best thing you can do. Well, again, research has shown that 2 days is really all you need. Okay, there's no further benefit if you're 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in bed. In fact, it actually can become worse because the more sedentary you are, the muscles begin to atrophy, they start to weaken, and your back pain can actually get worse, and the recovery time can take longer. So after that first 48 hours doing your icing, you've been very slow, careful, moving around the house, the flat, whatever, you want to start being active again. Now, I don't mean go out and run a marathon, I don't mean jump into the gym, okay? I'm talking gentle exercise. So something as simple as going for a small 10-minute walk around the block, okay, out into the garden, something very gentle, keeping, if you have to go slow, okay? I'm not asking you to be speed walking down the road, I just want you to get moving again, get the blood pumping, get those muscles working a little bit. So, number 2 is going to be staying active. Now, along with that is strengthening your core, number 3. Now, your core, I'm talking about the muscles around about the front part here and also the side of your spine, are going to help to stabilize your spine. It's going to help you bring you some relief if you are suffering from low back pain, but also help prevent it in the future. Now, I don't have time to show you some good exercises, and you may have heard of a simple plank, for example. Okay, it's quite an easy one you can do, but I'm going to put a video at the end of this video with some really simple, nice beginner core exercises that you can do at home, don't need any special equipment, that are going to help strengthen your core. So stay to the end of this video and you can check out that one for you. Okay, so number 3 is strengthen that core. Now, number 4 is going to be a warm bath. Okay, if you do have a bath in your home, I would suggest taking a warm bath, again, after the 48-hour period. If you have access to Epsom salts, that's also something you can put in there. It's going to help to relieve those tense muscles and relieve some of your pain. Now, don't forget, of course, okay, don't make the water scalding hot, right? I don't want you getting out of it completely red. Okay, I've seen people do that before, and it's just like they're burning up, sweating, all right? Yes, it should be warm, not stone cold, okay, but not excessively warm, not too hot, all right? So number 4 is taking that warm bath. Now, number 5, if some of you are smokers, okay, I would recommend you stop smoking. If you don't need another reason to stop, one is back pain issues. Basically, if you are a smoker, again, they've discovered in the research, that tends to dehydrate your discs. That's the material between your vertebrae, the active shock absorbers. It increases the speed they break down, more likely to be dehydrated. So you will actually possibly create more issues in the future if you're smoking with your lower back. It will slow down the healing process as well if you're a smoker. So again, guys, if you don't need another good reason to stop, there's one. Okay, if you've got lower back pain, stop smoking. That is number 5. Now, number 6 is going to be maintain a healthy weight. Now, if you're out there, okay, a little bit overweight, you're obese perhaps, okay, I know it's tough, but I'm asking you, please try to lose a little bit of weight, okay? All that excess weight, of course, is excess mechanical load on our spines. It means our spines have to work harder because they're carrying more weight around. It is going to take you longer to recover from low back pain issues, and it's more likely you will have lower back pain issues in the future if you are carrying excess weight. So try to get on some sort of healthy eating program, lose a few pounds, and your spine will thank you for it. All right. So number 6 is maintain the healthy weight. Moving on to number 7 now, that is going to be stretching. So after that 48-hour period, you've done your icing, maybe moving on to warm bath, move on to the heat pad. I would also recommend doing some stretching. Now the thing with stretching is you want it to be gentle. Okay, you're not going to be jerking up and down and twisting and throwing your legs up, all right? You want nice, progressive, gentle stretches. I don't have time to show you some on this video today, but I will link to a video at the end of this one on nice, safe, effective stretches to relieve lower back pain. All right, so stay to the end of this video and go check that one out. All right, so it's number 7 is going to be stretching. Okay. Number 8, we're almost at the end here, is improving your posture. Now this is very important. Okay, when you have a low back pain issue or suffering from low back pain, and you still have to move around in your day, move things around, lift something, you want to make sure you're lifting it properly. If you don't have any back pain and you want to prevent getting back pain, you want to make sure you're lifting objects correctly. Okay, so it's what we call spine hygiene. Now, it essentially you want to be doing something what's called hip hinging. So if I'm picking up an object here in front of me, I don't want just to bend down and flex my spine and put all the stress on my back here. I want to be hinging my hips. Okay, so I'm pushing my hips backwards, keeping the object close to me, using my hips and my glutes here to lift the object. All right, that's called hip hinging. And if you've never done that before, I'm going to put another video link. It's going to be in the description down below there. You can go and check that out. It is a video on how to hip hinge correctly, because we want to be having a neutral spine, keeping the load on the hips off of the lower back region, which is going to, prevent a lower back issue in the future, and it's also going to save our back when you are suffering from some sort of back pain. Okay, so that is number 8, improve your posture. Now, number 9 is a very simple one here. It's actually adjusting how you sleep. Now, we spend anywhere from 7 to 9 hours a night in the sleeping position, and finding the correct position while you sleep is very, very important to relieve back pain and also to prevent back pain, okay? There's a small picture that's going to pop up on the screen here. You see different sleeping positions. And generally it's very useful if you are having a lower back pain issue to put a pillow, okay, either under your knees or under your lower leg, and it's going to help to sort of flatten your spine out, take the stress off. There's a muscle at the top of your hips here when you lie flat, which can pull on your lower back, so the iliopsoas muscle. When you elevate your feet a little bit, you take the stress off that muscle, gives your lower back a chance to relax properly. You can also side sleep with a pillow between the knees. Again, I'm going to put a specific video on how to sleep with back pain in the description down below, so you can go and check that out, okay, when you're finished this video. And it's going to give you sort of the best ways to sleep if you are suffering from low back pain issues. So guys, those are 9, okay, 9 really useful tips you can use at home remedies if you are suffering from lower back pain. Any questions, comments, whatever, please hit me up in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll speak to you all the next time. Have a great day.